All right, everybody. Coming up next is the Real Talk Sports Show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be coming up in just a few moments. One second. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Real Talk Sports Show. I'm your host, Minister Jonathan Simmons, and I am so happy to be out here with you today. We're actually on location today. We're at one of our favorite spots, Be Merry Entertainment. Actually, let me get it right. Be Merry Events and Art Center. It's right here in the heart of downtown Jonesboro, and we wanted to kind of bring you guys a little something because even though we cover sports, we gotta take care because this is a big month. This is Women's History Month. And everybody knows where would we be without women? Well, we wouldn't be here. So we want to kind of do it here live on location. Again, as you guys know, this show is brought to you by our premier sponsor. That's Allen Vigil Ford and Lincoln. You can check them out. They are located right in Morrow, Georgia, 6790 Mount Zion Boulevard in the city of Morrow, Georgia. And you can shop them 24/7 online at Allen Vigil Ford. .net. So AllenVigil4.net. And for those of you who are watching, you can see it right there on the screen. For those of you who are listening, we want to thank you for tuning in to legendary WIGO Pace Setter 1570 AM. We appreciate you. We are now back on the air in the radio. But like I said, we wanted to go out here on live on location because it is Women's History Month. We wanted you guys to kind of see what's going on here in the city of Jonesboro, which is located just a few minutes outside of downtown Atlanta. And of course, we will be dealing with a couple of key questions that are buzzing around in the world of sports, which is number one, why are NFL teams not trying to sign Lamar Jackson? This guy is the premier free agent that's out in the market right now. The Baltimore Ravens have put on what they call the franchise tag on him, but he is available to take offers from other teams. And we're wondering why teams like our hometown Falcons have not jumped into the fray. They need a quarterback. They have a team that gears around the run. You would think that Lamar Jackson would be a good fit. So later on in the broadcast, we're going to talk to our good friend, D. Orlando Ledbetter. He's the embedded beat writer for AJC Sports for the Atlanta Falcons. We'll be talking since that was just ended just last week. We also want to talk, again, in terms of Atlanta sports. Trae Young, there's rumors out that possibly he is going to be involved in a trade along with Clint Capella. So we're going to talk about all those things. We want you to join in on the broadcast. I'm going to put up in just a few minutes, once we get set inside of Be Merry Event Center, we're going to go ahead and put up the link so you guys actually be a part of our broadcast. That's right. You'll be able to log in, join in. Now, if you're saying, hey, I don't want to be on camera, no worries. You can just go ahead and use your avatar, but at least people will be able to hear you as part of the broadcast. Okay, here we are here. And behind me here, this is part of, again, Be Merry's. It's an event center, but it's also an art center as well. And we'll take a look around so you guys can take a look here. Now, here's the big thing while we're here. We can't stay here, but we're going to invite you guys to come out. They are located at 106 North McDonough Street. That's in Jonesboro, Georgia. And what they're going to be having is a Women's History event here today. And if you guys are in the area, in the Atlanta area, come on out. Check them out. There it is. Like you said, there's Be Merry. So it's spelled differently. But you just remember, eat, drink, and be merry. So come on down and locate again at 106 North McDonough Street, and that is in the city of Jonesboro, Georgia. A great partnership here along with Arts Clayton, as they're having, again, a Women's History Month event, and we wanted to come out here and do this. We also want to give a big shout out to our premier sponsor, Allen Vigil Ford and Lincoln, for allowing me to come out there and do this today. Now let's do a quick little walk around here around the facility. It is a great spot, not only for obviously it's an art center, but also as an event location. You can see it behind me. This is kind of one of their VIP rooms here. And people have all kinds of events here, wine tastings. They have poetry slams, all types of things here. And it is located, again, just 20 minutes outside of Atlanta. Very, very reasonable. Here's their gourmet kitchen here. I don't know if you guys can see it behind me. But she has several renowned chefs from around the metro Atlanta area that come out here. They also do some cool stuff with food trucks. So again, check them out. It's Be Merry Event and Art Center, 106 North McDonough Street in Jonesboro, Georgia. And that's where we're going to be doing the broadcast today. We'll be bringing on the CEO herself, Ms. Tamara Scott. We'll also be bringing on from Arts Clayton, the head of Arts Clayton as well. He'll be talking to us about what's going on here. Like I said, again, it is Women's History Month. And although we're a sports show, we wanted to make sure that you guys got at least a taste of what's going on here in Metro Atlanta in terms of what things are going on for women. So we're in the building, and you guys got to know that women are a big part of sports right now. In the upcoming weeks, we're going to be bringing on some of the high school women's basketball team or girls basketball team. We'll also be bringing on the people from the Atlanta Rage. And I know that you say Atlanta Rage. That's kind of an odd name. Well, it's not, because it's a pro women's football league. That's right. The Atlanta Rage plays professional football. I can tell you guys, these women get after it like guys. I mean, they put the thumb to you. So anyway, like I said again, make sure to keep it locked right here at the Real Talk Sports Show as we broadcast to you live here from Be Merry Event and Art Center. We're going to take a little commercial break. We're going to get set up. We'll pop a couple of interviews in, and then hopefully we'll bring some people in from around the event as well. So again, guys, we thank you so much. We appreciate you, and we'll be back with more of the Real Talk Sports Show in just a moment. Don't go nowhere. Hang tight. I'll hit our commercial right now.
The day has arrived. It's time to let more people know about your business. You have the right marketing plan and the messaging in place, but do you have the right messenger? Good advertising and promotions need a professional sound so the message can be clearly understood. Don't leave your brand image to chance. Let our team of voiceover experts at CME lend you a hand. Give us a call at 678-304-8121 to find out how we can partner with you to give your business its voice. Are you in the market for a new vehicle? Well, check out Allen Vigil Ford Lincoln in Morrow, Georgia. We have one of the largest inventories in our area for both new and pre-owned vehicles, so we're sure to have something for everyone. Family owned and operated since 1982, customer satisfaction is our number one priority. Come see our full lineup of vehicles and find the one that best fits you. Give us a call today, 678-726-5739, or shop us 24/7 online at allenvigilford.net.
Okay, guys, we're back here at the Be Merry Events and Art Center. I'm your host, Mr. Jonathan Simmons, and I know you say, hey, bro, we tuned in for the sports broadcast. Well, hey, we wanted to kind of also give support to Women's History Month. So we came down to check out Be Merry. They have a big Women's History event here today. They partner with Arts Clayton. We're actually going to bring on the director of Arts Clayton. We're going to bring on the CEO of Be Merry, Tamara Scott, a good friend of our program, in just a few minutes. Well, guys, listen, the great thing about being here in a city like Atlanta is there's always something going on, as you guys know. Now, the other thing that I find fascinating is again, we'll talk about this later on, this whole thing about what goes on in Atlanta, why Atlanta sports can't seem to get it together. Guys, since I've been here for 20 years, we've had some flashes. We thought, oh, hey, we're going to get something great that's going to happen here, and it's going to be wonderful, and we'll get a championship, and all of a sudden, we find out that not so much. So, again, we hope and pray that we'll be able to do this. Now, I think we have a guest here. We're going to go ahead and speak in here. Let's see if we have our guest, if we can activate. I have to kind of pull this up here and see if we can bring the guest on. But I think somebody's logged on and wants to be a part of the program. So let's see if we can get them in here. It's always interesting when I do this from my phone, but we're going to try to bring them on And let's see if we can do that here. Yeah, we're still trying to figure it all out. Let's go here. Like I said, I know we have the guest in here. We're going to try to pull them in. So you guys just bear with me as I try to work through this. Yeah. Like I said, it's always exciting when we're trying to, like I said, do this from the phone, because the phone, in terms of visual, is a little bit smaller. So let's see if I can bring the guests on here. Let's see. And let's see if I can add them to the screen. And
hello.
Hey, what's going on, Lady B? How you doing?
How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Pretty cool. As you can see here, we're live here at B. Mary Event Center. We have been working with them over the years. We've done some live events here. And since I thought it was Women's History Month, I mean, what better place to do it than Wi-Fi? You know, a little quirky. There we go. So I don't know if you've ever been here, Erica, but this is a phenomenal spot.
It looks great. Absolutely.
I don't know if you heard that. We try to again. I don't know. Yes, phenomenal place here.
Uh-oh.
Thing right here where I am here, and I can kind of let you guys do the tour at the same time. There we go. All right, as you can see here behind me, this is one of the art pieces. Look at this. Isn't this great?
Oh, yes. Beautiful. Wow. Who did that?
Right. So what she does, she features many local artists, many of them African-American artists, many of them female. So she always tries to do something where people can kind of come in and see kind of what's hot here as far as new artists in Atlanta. So yeah, just really cool stuff.
That is beautiful. I need that in my living room.
Well, it's funny you mentioned it. Some of the pieces are for sale. And the other thing I want to just point out to you, now I know a lot of people don't know that you are a producer behind the scenes, but you also are an artiste yourself, doing some great stuff. I'm going to put you on here, kind of tell people some of the things that you do as well on your show.
All right. First of all, you are listening to the legendary WIGO. I am Lady E. My show is called The History, the Song, the Artist, where I've been telling the stories and the lifetimes of famous recording artists, their journeys, what they did to become successful. And I finished the story of Maurice White and Earth, Wind and Fire, which was an incredible story. A lot of things I did not know. When you look at an artist, you only looking at the outside, what they're doing, how the great music that they produce and bring to our attention, but you don't know their journey inside of what they did to get there. So this Sunday, I am telling the story of Faith Evans, the first lady of hip hop. And I also feature little short interviews or stories of the people that she's been associated with. So great story. Listen to The History, the Song, the Artist every Sunday at 5 p.m. On the new legendary WIGO 1570 Pace Setter.
Well, that sounds phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, we definitely want to have people tune into you and all the stuff you're doing there. Again, guys, like I said, again, keep it locked on the legendary WIGO. It's now Pace Setter 1570. I know for a long time you guys were used to Atlanta's incredible radio. I mean, we're still incredible, but now we're also legendary as well. And like I said, again, great stuff. You can find us anywhere online at WIGO1570.com. If you don't have the free TuneIn app, I would tell you, please, man, please sir, download the app. It's a free app. You put in WIGO 1570 in the search engine, and voila, you'll find us broadcasting to you right here and right now. So yeah, it's like I said again, it's just great to be out here, and we appreciate our premier sponsor, Allen Vigil Ford and Lincoln, which I will say I am happily an employee at that dealership as well. And remember, guys, if you want to find out more about what's going on with them, check them out. They're right located in the middle, in the heart of Clayton County. They are set up at 6790 Mount Zion Boulevard in the city of Morrow, Georgia. Remember, you can shop them 24. So if you want to find out more about them, check them out right there. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to walk right around here again because, like I said, I believe I see the CEO from Arts Clayton. I'm going to try to drag him in here. He's busily setting up because their event starts at 11. But I'm going to try to pop him in here onto the screen real quick so you guys can meet him and he can tell you a little bit about what's going on today. So hang on one second. So I can track him down. I'm like the tour guide. We're walking. Let's see. There he is. There he is, guys. There he is. We're going to kind of bring him in here. I'm going to go to the solo view. I'm going to get in here. We got good light. You can see him coming up hard behind me. There he is.
How y'all doing?
Introduce yourself to everybody.
My name is Brian Abear, Executive Director of Arts Clayton here in downtown Jonesboro. Come by, check out this celebration of Women's History Month with our collaboration with Be Merry Event Space and Art Studio. Welcome.
And so you guys got several artists coming on today. You got to give people kind of some of the rundown. Who's going to be here?
Well, you got one visual artist. Her name is Marcella Hayes Muhammad. Phenomenal painter. She's been in the game a long time. Veteran, and she's also a member of the long-standing arts collective African Americans for the Arts. We just did an exhibition with them a few months back. You have authors Dr. Clea Etheridge, you have Dr. Dee Haney, you have Amaris Cummings, you have Betty Ludge, you have Kendall Ray, you have Don Patrice, and I believe, and Michelle Fuqua. So 7 authors, 1 visual artist.
It sounds like he's got a big lineup, guys. I mean, big lineup here. And so what time is the event? Tell people again.
The event starts at 11 a.m., runs to 2. It'll be an artist talk for Marcella Muhammad, as well as an author's talk for the 7 authors. So it'll be beautiful. Come on out. It's free. Enjoy with us.
Now, Erica, I think you said you wanted to buy some of these paintings. I mean, I think Brian might be the man you might want to talk to.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah, how you doing this morning?
I am doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm great. Beautiful day. We got a beautiful event about to happen in a few hours. So yeah, we're having a great time listening to music and just getting prepared.
All right.
I don't know if you heard that singing behind us there, but that was the CEO of Be Merry. I'm gonna try to drag her in, but she's been running to and fro, trying to make sure everything is set. But we're gonna pop her in just a few minutes here so she can give you some words of greeting and also tell you the great stuff that's going on. Well, Lady E, we appreciate you for producing behind the scenes, and you might want to talk to these guys about maybe doing one of your events here too.
Oh, okay.
See? There we go. So you never know.
Never know.
It's all about the connections.
Yes, indeed.
All about connections. Yes.
Look, we appreciate you and keep up the good work behind the scenes. We're going to take a break in just a few more minutes here, but I wanted to at least let you guys meet Brian in person. He runs Arts Clayton here, a tremendous organization. We're speaking of, what's happening in Clayton County. Allen Vigil Ford is a premier sponsor of Arts Clayton as well.
Yes, indeed. Big shout out to Vigil Ford, Dennis Kurtz. How you doing this morning? I hope you hear this. Yeah, big shout out.
Yeah, these guys have been on pretty much the groundswell of what goes on here behind the scenes. So many things that the dealership invest in, and we're just very appreciative they gave us time to come over here and say hey to you guys. And then, of course, I get back to work, but that's okay. Brian, man, we appreciate you. Now, listen, is there a social media or website where people can find out more about Arts Clayton?
Yes, you can go to the website, www.artsclayton.org.
Perfect. All right.
All right. And then on social media, we have an Instagram, Arts Clayton on Instagram, and Arts Clayton on Facebook.
But that's it right there. All right. There is the man.
Take it easy. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
And as you see, guys, great stuff here. Really friendly atmosphere. Like I said, we're going to try to grab our CEO, Be Merry. Like I said, she's just like, zoom. So we'll try to get her. Erica, give me a time check here. Where are we? 15 minutes past the hour, 30 past the hour? Kind of where are we at this point?
We are 19 past the hour right now.
19 past the hour. So look now. She's. Oh, wait a minute. I see some people sneaking in. We're gonna bring her in. Hold on a second. We have a chef. We have come on over here, chef. Come over.
Oh, okay. Well,
See,
hi.
you gotta get on this side of the camera. Here we go. Come over here.
Okay.
No, this side, over here next to me. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Dun, 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 dun. There's the chef. All right.
Hello.
Hi. Good afternoon. Good morning.
All right, we're gonna let the chef introduce herself to everybody right now. Go ahead.
Okay. My name is Quintara Wright. I'm the owner of Magnolia Food and Company. We are right here in the heart of Clayton County. We've been established since 2018, so we celebrated 5 years this year. But we specialize in full-scale catering, private chef experience, cooking classes for youth, couples, and adults.
Okay, well, what brings you out to this event this morning? What you got
So
going on?
we will be catering some food for our authors that's here, and of course the supporters that's going to be here as well. So we are going to do a little brunch style. So we have some salmon cakes, some southern grits.
Ooh,
Doing some
We
kind
have
of way, 'cause I
broccoli
didn't
and
eat.
cheddar
wait.
cheese, artisanal greens, some fresh fruit salad. So we have a couple of things out here. So y'all come on out today. Make time out of your busy schedules and support our Black authors in the community.
There you go. All right, Chef, how can people find out more about you, social media or website?
Okay, so Magnolia Food and Company is the business. We can also be found at www.magnoliafoodandcompany.com, and then also on Facebook, Instagram, and a little bit on TikTok at Magnolia Food Company. Thank you. And then also you can always shoot us an email at eat@magnoliafoodcompany.com.
See, Chef not no amateur. You see, she got it all right there. Got the email, got the phone number, everything to do social media. Chef, we appreciate you.
Exactly. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I hope to see y'all later on today. Take care.
All right.
See, that's like I say, you always tell the pros. I mean, I took her. She was kind of running, trying to get set up, and she was
Yes.
like, "Oh, I'm on camera." Bam, she ready to go. Makeup, everything, hair on fleek, ready to go. Well, look, guys, again, if you want to come on out here today, it starts at 11 o'clock. It is, as you heard, absolutely free. Runs to 2 p.m. It is a celebration of Women's History Month. So you guys come on out. It's in Jonesboro, 106 North McDonough Street, Jonesboro, Georgia. It's, like I said, about 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes south of downtown Atlanta. And now the lady CEO, now normally she's all glammed up.
I'll be glammed up in a minute.
In a minute. You heard that? That's her in the background. So we're trying to get her on the air before we leave here in her CEO splendor. They said she's running around now trying to make sure the event center is set up well. So again, guys, if you're in the area, come on down. And remember, all of this good stuff that you're seeing here, all the happy things that we got going on here, are brought to you by our premier sponsor, Allen Vigil Ford and Lincoln. Now, I'm gonna tell you something, Erica. Now, I don't know if you've been aware, but there's been like a real problem over the last year or so with vehicle availability. Have you heard about that?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, so it's been a problem with chips. We can't get chips in, which means you can't finish the cars unless you have the proper number of chips to make them go. And nowadays, the cars have so much electronics in them that it's almost impossible to get a vehicle out, without having all of those chips available. So recently, most dealerships, Allen Vigil included, have been getting more and more vehicles available for stock. And so what that means is now you have help from Ford Motor Company as well. See, before we didn't have the special financing because we didn't have the vehicles available. But good news, if you're looking to get any one of our great Ford vehicles, F-150, Explorer, Escape, which I drive as a company vehicle, all these vehicles now for the first time in months have special financing. As a matter of fact, the legendary F-150, the best-selling vehicle in the country, now has 0% financing for qualified buyers. It's back.
Wow.
That's right. You can finance at 0% or 0.9% for as long as 60 months. So it's real cool. Here's how you can do this. Believe it or not, I am your guy. You can call me 678-364-3979. I'm more than happy to do most of the stuff for you. You can even do it in your house. We can set up. You can go online, pick out your vehicle. You hit me up. We can do the credit application, all that stuff online. We make it easy for you. So again, hit me up. 678-364-3979. I'll put it up on the screen a little bit later on. I'm over at Allen Vigil Ford. They're located at 6790 Mount Zion Boulevard in the beautiful city of Morrow, Georgia, right in the heart of Clinton County. So come on down. But yeah, we got great stuff, and we have vehicles in stock. So
sounds great.
Stuff. Oh yeah, it's cool stuff. I'm gonna show you this wonderful painting here one more time. Look at that, guys. Some of the paintings that we have here.
That blue is in there.
Look at this one.
Phenomenal.
So I can see, guys, some great stuff and great stuff going on here in the heart of Clayton County. We wanted to let you guys kind of see this a little different. We're going to have a little Saturday vibe. We're going to try to do more of these where, again, we're going to talk sports, but we're going to bring some guests on. We're going to be at your location. As a matter of fact, if you would like to find out more about how your company can be spotlighted here, I think you can see it on the screen. There it is right there. You can follow us, first of all, on social media at Real Talk Sports, the number 7. But to contact me, best way to do it is hit me up with an email, jsimmons@realtalksports.net, or you can call me on the cell, 678-410-9833. We have great advertising packages with the show, great advertising packages with the radio station, and we will make it very, very reasonable for you to be able to promote your event or your business. So again, check us out. There's the email, jsimmons@realtalksports.net. You can simply call me on the cell or text me, 678-410-9833, and we'll hit you up with the great promotional packages that we have at WIGO and with the Real Talk Sports Show as well.
All right.
You're right there. Well, look, we're going to take a little mini break here. We're going to get set up in just a moment. We're going to talk. The big question is, why aren't teams looking to try to sign the sensational former MVP quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens, Mr. Lamar Jackson? Why are teams not trying to sign up for him, especially teams that need quarterbacks like the Falcons? What's up? Well, we're going to bring a special guest to talk about that and to talk about maybe what some of the upcoming good things are going on with the Falcons. We'll be back with more of the Real Talk Sports Show. We'll let you guys listen to a couple of interviews of stuff we've done in the past, and then we'll go to a break, and we'll be back with more of the Real Talk Sports Show. So please, everyone, you know I want to tell you, don't go nowhere. We'll be back. Just hang tight right here. We got an interview, and then we'll be back with more of the Real Talk Sports Show.
All right, guys, we're here at the Corky Kell Classic getting things wrapped up, and this young man has been kind of almost the star of the show here, but he's going to introduce himself to you right now.
I'm Jakari Brown from Lowndes High, and I play quarterback.
Look, man, it's got to be pretty exciting for you being here at the Corky Kell Classic.
Right.
What does it mean now you're a senior and getting ready to move on, I guess, to the U? Is that what I heard?
Yes, sir. 305, baby.
So what does it mean to be in this classic, in the same classic where the first time ever an out-of-state team Hoover is in the mix?
I can say last year, they missed us last year. We could have played them last year, but it's a great feeling to be in this classic. I mean, more or less just to get the football feeling back in the Mercedes-Benz, a place where I dream to be playing at on the next level. So, I mean, just it's a great feeling to have football back.
Now I hear that you kind of got used to being on the big stage as a little guy, that you played in the Georgia Dome when you were like 10 on the league.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I played, I don't know, I was probably about 6. We were the All-Stars, and that's probably every kid from a grade above me and that's in the class before me right now, and we all played together on the same Pee Wee team.
I hear everybody talk about your leadership. Kind of what are the 3 keys for you as you continue now to lead this team in your senior year?
Really just leading and by example and being more vocal and just overcoming adversity and not letting our team get too down on each other. And we're all going to make mistakes. We're young, so I mean everybody's not going to be perfect. So I mean you can't please everybody. And I mean instead of proving everybody wrong, just prove yourself right.
How exciting is it for you to come out in this time where finally now athletes as collegians can now get a little money, NILs? Are you excited about going to a place like the U?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no place like the U. There's no brand like the U. And I mean, there's a lot of good money down there. And I mean, as great as I play, I mean, I should make way more figures than money than.
Well, I know you and your family are going to be happy about that. Listen,
Absolutely.
One more time, your name, your school, and the number if people want to watch the Corky Kell Classic and zoom in on you.
Jakari Brown, Lowndes High, number 11, quarterback to the U.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, sports fans, tune in for live high school football Friday, 7:30 p.m. on RealTalkSports.net. Check out your favorite Metro Atlanta teams as they do battle on the gridiron. It's your high school game of the week, live streaming free Friday nights on RealTalkSports.net. For more sports coverage and great sports talk, catch the Real Talk Sports Show Tuesdays, 8 p.m. on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch. Brought to you by Allen Vigil Ford in Morrow, a business giving back to their community. Give them a call at 678-364-3979 or check them out online at AllenVigilFord.net.
Did you know?
All right, we're back here. As you can see, we're getting set up here, and we're getting ready to bring on our guest to talk a little football, Mr. D. Orlando Ledbetter. That's our special guest. He's going to talk to us a little bit about the Falcons and why on earth the Falcons aren't in the Lamar Jackson sweepstakes, because we don't get it. I mean, here's a team that needs a quarterback. And I'm thinking to myself, why on earth did they not pick him up?
Wow.
That's incredible. So we're going to check in our green room and see if he's arrived here. As you see, my cameraman is kind of floating around here a little bit. Sorry about that. But we're in another room here. As I think I mentioned earlier, we're at the B. Mary Events and Art Center, which is located right in downtown Jonesboro. And the cool thing about this space is there are multiple rooms. You could get a VIP room. This is another one of their lounge areas here. So when they have, you have a private event, this actually could be enclosed off, but you can see the theme is art. Here's another one of their great paintings. You can see that right behind me there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just great stuff. So let's go to the green room and see if our other guest is on. He is not arrived yet, so we will look forward to having him join us in just a little bit. But yeah, guys, like I said, we're just trying to do things a little differently on Saturday. We want to kind of bring the radio out to you. And Erica, that's kind of like old school radio, isn't it?
I love old radio. It's the real deal. It's nothing like it.
Yeah, it really isn't. I mean, it's the idea of don't get me wrong, we do podcasts. We just want to let you know that we do all that stuff. As you can see, we do live stream video as well. But we still like the idea of being boots on the ground and being part of what you do in the community. And WIGO, a lot of people don't know, it is one of the only stations, I believe it's the only full-blown terrestrial station serving Clinton County. So again, if you have a business, if you want to be part of what's happening here, or you simply say, hey, I got some great stuff going on with my business, I got great stuff going on with my nonprofit, here's the way to do it. Hit me up, email jsimmons@realtalksports.net, or you can simply call me or text me 678-410-9833, and we would love to be a part of what you have going on. So again, that is the way to connect us. And also, guys, remember, follow me on social media at Minister J Sims, as Minister, the letter J, SIMM, or you can also follow the show, Real Talk Sports #7. And please do that. Follow us. That's us on Instagram or on Twitter. We're also on Facebook. We also on Twitch. And here's the cool thing. I actually cover the Hawks full-time. So you can go ahead and take a look at our page. We will have updates. We do a pregame. We do a halftime and usually do a post-game report. So if you want to kind of be like you're really there, we actually will bring you right onto the floor, let you guys take a look at the warm-ups, and then, of course, do the halftime and post-game. So the way you want to do that, Real Talk Sports #7. Please check us out, and we would be more than happy to have you join us as we do our thing. All right, we'll go back to the green room one more time, see if our guest for the day has joined in. He has not joined in with us yet, but hopefully he will join us in a few minutes. Well, Erica, you follow much of, I know your thing is more of music and artistry and interviews. Do you follow much sports when you have an opportunity?
I follow a little bit. You know, I like talking to people who actually follow it and finding out who they like and who they don't, and you know what's coming up next with especially basketball, baseball. Now I do follow a little bit on baseball. We have a winning team here, the Braves. So I do love that, and of course I love football. I'm just a Falcons fan. I'm interested to see what they do as far as our quarterback, because we won. Oh my gosh, what is going on?
I'm just saying, I mean, now, as I mentioned earlier, we'll talk about this a little bit more as we wait for D. Orlando Leverett to join us. There's also some bad rumblings coming out of the Hawks camp. This has been going on for a while. There was a rumor someone mentioned to me as I was heading over to the broadcast that there is a thought that the Hawks might be trying to put together a blockbuster trade, which would take away their only, I shouldn't say their only, because DeJounte Murray is a great star on his own, but Trae Young, who for the last 5 years has dazzled crowds everywhere, especially here in Atlanta. Atlanta 2 years ago was knocking on the door of appearing in the NBA Finals, losing 4-2, eventually to the Milwaukee Bucks, the eventual champions. And now there are rumblings that Trae Young may or may not be the very best guy in the locker room as far as being a good teammate. The Hawks are on their third coach in his tenure, and there's talk that the Hawks might do the virtual unthinkable, trade him away to get some other pieces that hopefully will reboot the team and allow them to go to a further along than what they went so far. I don't know about that.
Yeah, that wow, that would be a big loss to the Hawks for sure.
Yeah, see the problem you run into when you do that type of thing is that you basically burn up a lot of what I like to call capital. This was a guy they basically traded along with another player to get him here. And the player they gave away was Luka Doncic, who is now considered being one of the best players in the NBA. Many people call him kind of the modern-day Larry Bird. And if they all of a sudden have to give up Trae, unless they get another player of that ilk, yeah, it's kind of bad situation. I think our guest is in the green room. Let's go in here and take a pic, and we're going to bring him on. I think I can click him in. I think there he is. D. Orlando Ledbetter. Welcome back to our show, sir.
Good morning, Reverend Simmons. Thanks for having me today.
Hey, man, I want to kind of do a little something different here. So, guys, I'm going to do a little housekeeping here. As you can see, I'm at a live location, so I'm going to close the doors for a second here. So hang on, guys. We'll take a quick little mini break, and we'll be back with more of the Real Talk Sports Show in just a moment. Don't go nowhere, because we're talking some Lamar Jackson and Falcons.
This is OJ Howard with Real Talk Sports.
What's up, guys? This is Tim Tebow. You're listening to Real Talk Sports.
This is Charles Woodson. Let me grab the mic. You ready? This is Charles Woodson with Real Talk Sports. Hey, it's your boy JB Smooth with Real Talk Sports.
All right, guys, we're back here at the Real Talk Sports Show, and you are listening to us, and we broadcast you live from the B. Mary Events and Art Center right down here in Clayton County. They're located right in the middle of it, 106 North McDonough Street in Jonesboro, Georgia. And we have our producer who popped them on live on the screen. Lady E is in the building and back at WIGO holding it down. And, of course, you guys know this familiar face here. This time on a Saturday, he is the embedded beat writer for AJC Sports for the Atlanta Falcons. He also is an Esquire par excellence and a great teacher of the youth, bringing guys along that next generation of sports writers, Mr. D. Orlando Ledbetter. Well, D. Led, first of all, man, welcome back to the show again.
Thank you, Reverend.
Yeah, man, we want to do something a little different. We're going to be broadcasting now on Saturday because our radio station now has gone to what we call full power. We had, back in the day, a problem with our tower. That's been completely redone and made over. So now during the daytime hours, we can be heard on almost about 30-mile radius from the station. So folks up in Rockdale County, Cobb County, Gwinnett County can hear us live on the air. So we thought it'd be a good time to come on and do kind of a Saturday broadcast. You can eat a little brunch and hang out with the Real Talk Sports Show.
Awesome. Glad to hear that news. Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate coming on the show.
So, D-Led, talk to us a little bit about some of the things. I don't know if you got a chance to go out to the Combine, and if so, just tell us a little bit about some of the things that you saw out at the Combine in Indianapolis.
Yeah. I was out there for the whole week of media availability from Monday to Saturday. A lot of that, it was a busy week. We were interviewing a lot of top prospects, including the, players from the University of Georgia. We tried to interview Jalen Carter, but he was, had a legal issues in Athens and had to leave and come back. So those are some of the things. We interviewed the top quarterbacks, top cornerbacks, several of the top players and so forth. But it was a very busy week at the Combine.
Yes, indeed, man. It's great. I know there's so much going on. I know a lot of people want to talk to Carter, but they kind of got him out of there. I can see how that works. I mean, it's kind of a story that you kind of hate to hear about. So again, hopefully and prayerfully that can get resolved. Again, we certainly don't want to in any way diminish the fact that lives were lost. And we want to once again give our condolences and our sympathy to all the people involved, and especially to those who are parents of people that lost their lives. So we don't want to diminish that at all. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, it seems like, Jalen was not directly involved. So it seems like a lot of the charges that would maybe, cost him time, it looks like that's not going to happen. So if he was available at 8, do you see the Falcons potentially drafting him, or is he just a little bit too controversial?
No, it would, he would fit what the Falcons want to do. But he was directly involved. He left the scene of the accident. The AJC reported that. So he was racing the other car. So, he got hit with some misdemeanor charges, which, they might have undercharged him if he was a part of leading to the death of 2 people in a car race. and you just get a racing and reckless driving, they did him a solid. So, the other thing that the NFL teams and the Falcons included will have to determine is like, hey, we got a guy that could play football. He's going to grow up. He's 20. He was going to mature, but he left the scene of a accident in which two of his teammates were in the car. And so, for the folks who, pledge and know anything about Greek situations, if you're online and you're pledging and something happens, you got to take care of your brothers. He didn't take care of his brothers there. He should have been the one jumping first one in there, getting them out of the car and taking them to the hospital and so forth. So that's good. That's troubling. That's troubling for a lot of NFL teams. But we had coaches like Marvin Lewis that would look the other way and try to help these young men out. Only guy I see in the top 10 like that is Pete Carroll. Maybe Robert Saleh at 13. That's where I got Jalen going. And I don't know if the Falcons want that much heat right now to, they're talking about character and all this, all these buzzwords and so forth. So basically said, we don't want any problems. Instead of saying, hey, we need to take the best football players and we're going to coach these kids up and help them through some problems. You got two distinct approaches in that type of situation.
Yeah, no doubt. And this, is probably the other thing that we hear as far as buzz about the Lamar Jackson situation. Really, since the Falcons had their problems with Michael Vick, it really seems to me have been like, hey, we want to walk the straight and narrow. And if you're even close to controversy, the Falcons don't seem to be interested at all.
No, we had the character filter that Thomas Dimitroff talked about, and it sounds like it's been extended here to the new administration. But Lamar hasn't had an inch of problem, so it's not his. It's a stylistic or monetary thing with them, and that they don't want to give up their mortgage part of the future for a quarterback who, quite frankly, is a shaky passer and 1-3 in the playoffs. Those only knocks you got, Lamar. He's 46-15. He'd be better than Ritter right off the bat. You're a better team right away. But they've waited that they don't want to give up the picks or the money that it's going to take to, sign him.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, at the end of the day, you look at it, and someone pointed out yesterday on another sports show, they said, okay, you look at the case, and again, we're not comparing him necessarily, but yet we are. You have a situation where over 40 years ago, the Denver Broncos decided to I don't say mortgage the future, but certainly put up some decent players to get a hold of John Elway. Now, John Elway now is, I think, close to year 50 in his affiliation with the team, either as a player and or in management. And we've seen across the years that, guys make this investment into a player, and that player becomes part of the fabric of that team for years. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I understand that the people are saying, well, hey, look, we don't know. And I heard like I said, dude, a running quarterback has never won the Super Bowl. But at the end of the day, you have a team. Of all the teams that you look at, it seems the Falcons, in their construct, being a running team and being a team that does all RPO stuff, he could be a good fit.
No doubt, and he throws a better deep ball than we saw than Ritter throw last year. And Mariota, you saw where the offense worked. Arthur Smith's offense works. For the first 6, 7, 8 games, everybody got it on tape, and then started jumping them routes. And the only thing missing was, okay, you come up, you're gonna jump the routes and sit on the running game. Then I gotta hit you over the top, and Lamar can do that. Whereas we haven't seen if Desmond could do that yet, and Mariota couldn't do it, and he's gone now. So he seems to be a perfect fit for what they want to do. They got, some weapons, needed some more. But, do you want to give him $250 million guaranteed? You don't want to be that team. So I understand why they're not in there. I mean, if the price came down and, he's like, hey, just give me 3 years at, 100, which we've seen a lot of players get right now. Daniel Jones, Derek Carr. And then Geno got him a nice little deal for, his 1 year of good football. So, yeah, if the price came down, I could see him doing it, but it's pretty clear the price isn't coming down because he took it all the way to this point with his own team. So that's a bad situation. You can't wait for that to happen. You got to go ahead and move on, and that's what it looks like they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just amazed. I guess the other thing too that they got out so quickly, and I don't know now. There were some rumors. I don't know if there's anything you can confirm. You heard that they met briefly with Lamar's mom, and then is that true?
That is not true. That was a false report. That was a false report by, if it's a, I hear the things, and if I don't know the person, I've been covering the league since '87. I'm like, okay, that's not a false report. I mean, that's a false report. Michael Cunningham called me. I was like, no, don't run that. And the Falcons called me and told me not to run that. So, if they talk to somebody, they'll confirm it. But when there's, some bad news out on the street that's not true, they're quick to correct it. And so this gentleman, and I don't want to repeat his name, but, he got some bad information or fabricated a report on that there were talks in Indianapolis.
Wow. Yeah, you got to be careful, man. I mean, even this day and time, everybody wants to be first with the news. We appreciate you being a veteran guy. So hold on a second. We got to vet this before we put this thing out here in the atmosphere.
Yeah, and that guy Chuck Smith texted me and said, hey, I got a job in Baltimore. So I had to call Baltimore before I reported it. I was like, okay, Chuck's my guy. He's not going to leave me wrong. I called my guy in Baltimore. It's like, yeah, he signed yesterday. Don't use my name, but I had to verify. If your mama says you're cute, you better, go verify her name too.
All right, so that's a confirmed. When is that going to be announced? Is it or has it been announced?
It's already. He's the new outside linebackers coach of the Baltimore Ravens. We broke the story a couple days ago.
Well, I've been out of the loop because, as I mentioned earlier, our premier sponsor, Allen Vigil Ford, I'm actually an employee of Mr. Vigil, and again, we appreciate him. And I was aware of that. So now, when I see something like that, here's a guy that's been in Atlanta for a good minute, a guy who is kind of the sack guru. I never understood why the Falcons never fully engaged him. Is there any backstory we're not aware of, D-Led? Anything you can talk about, or with Chuck Smith and the Falcons?
Yeah. Chuck had some, Chuck had a couple chances before with the Jets and at Tennessee, and it didn't go well. Sometimes players are not good coaches, and, he had time to step back and train people and work with Von Miller and craft his technique. And he's been working with a lot of the top pass rushers over the last 10 years, and he's grown. So, and Harbaugh and them saw that, and we're going to give him an opportunity to coach the outside linebackers out there. So, he had to mature and work on his things and, step away from coaching. It wasn't a good fit right away. Sometimes players have, problems motivating the youth in a positive manner. And so, but hopefully he's going to do that. It was a quote in the story from Rex Ryan says, Chuck's doing a great job. I just hope he doesn't get into a fight before the game because he's so intense. So, good luck, Chuck. I'm sure he's going to do a great job with the Ravens. And I know he wanted to get on the coaching staff with the Falcons. And, I don't know if they talk. I know he was trying to get in touch with them, but they weren't able. He's got to deal with Baltimore now.
Right. Well, at the end of the day, how this works, D-Led. I mean, if you stay around long enough, things have a way of going full circle. So who knows? He might be with the Falcons before things are over. Look, guys, we want to keep it locked right here. We're going to take a little quick commercial break, and then we'll talk to D-Led about what he thinks the Falcons might do at number 8 in the NFL draft. We'll be back with more of the Real Talk Sports Show in just a moment. Don't go anywhere, please.
The day has arrived. It's time to let more people know about your business. You have the right marketing plan and the messaging in place. But do you have the right messenger? Good advertising and promotions need a professional sound so the message can be clearly understood. Don't leave your brand image to chance. Let our team of voiceover experts at CME lend you a hand. Give us a call at 678 304-821 to find out how we can partner with you to give your business its voice.
All right, we're back here with more of the Real Talk Sports Show. I'm your host, Mr. Jonathan Simmons. Right next to me is our producer who popped on the screen with us today, the fabulous Lady E. And of course, a guy who's been a longtime friend of our program, D. Orlando Ledbetter, a.k.a. D-Led, is in the building. All right, let's talk a little bit about the Falcons and what you think they might do at number 8.
Yeah, Reverend, my mock draft 1.0 is out there. I don't do the mock drafts before the combine because those are just bait clicks. Now I got some information. We talked to some people and we can kind of get on top of things. We had the big trade yesterday, so I had to jumble things up a little bit. And we got C.J. Stroud going number 1 overall to Carolina now. Bryce Young at 2. And by the time we get to the Falcons, we have them taking Northwestern tackle Peter Skoronski. And we still got Jalen Carter on the board, but we don't see them taking Jalen Carter. And we'll try to find out if that scenario unfolds, if they will make that move.
Yeah, it should be very interesting to kind of see that and see what the Falcons end up doing there. I'm going to try to get us all back on the screen here. But yeah, so now, are there any dark horse candidates or anybody we should look at for, after the first round? Who are some of the guys that you kind of like and you think the Falcons might be willing to, bring here to the ATL?
Yeah, one of the ones I've been kind of tracking is Siaka Aka, a defensive tackle from Baylor. He's 6'3", 357, and the Falcons need some beef up front. So looking at him, and all defensive tackles, one of the tip-offs is going to be who they go after in free agency, which starts on Monday. If they're able to get Hargrave, Delvin Tomlinson, or David Ayamate or Marcus Davenport, all these former Saints, that's going to tell us that, okay, they don't have to get the tackle early. If they get receivers, then, they can go in another direction. But, that's how it's going to set up, Reverend, is, I'm watching all the tackles, linebackers. They interview with all the quarterbacks and top tackles. So that's part of the first round. And, they have 45 interviews to fill everything out. They got 9 picks. The Calvin Ridley pick moved from a 6th to a 5th round pick. They got Julio Jones' last pick from the Tennessee trade. So they got a lot of capital to, move around the board and get some players to help this team grow and get better.
Uh-oh.
Well, hey, ladies, just us on here. The Reverend's taking care of some business, getting us, I guess, technologically squared here. But so I see you got your Falcons gear on.
Yes, I am a diehard Falcons fan. Win, lose, or draw. I'm just interested to see, who our quarterback is going to be. We do need one. So, and I thought the last one did very well. He did pretty good. Mm-hmm. But, we need a winning season. I'm looking for a ring. Give me one at least.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I know they appreciate you being a win, lose, or draw fan. A lot of the Falcon fans are, hot and cold. So
I know.
They got to appreciate you. When they start winning, they'll all come back and play like they were there the whole time.
Yeah, but, we need to have their back when they're down. I know we've been down a long time, but, I'm always there for them.
Detroit has been down longer than y'all, and their fans, they still show up. And so in Cleveland, they've been down. They think they're going to Super Bowl every year.
Yeah,
so fans got to get that mentality together.
Yeah, and we've been there. We just need to win. That's it.
Right, yeah. Detroit and Cleveland haven't even
been there,
there.
Twice or 3 times now?
Twice.
Yeah.
Close in 2012. close, but Colin Kaepernick led the 49ers on a comeback after the Falcons had a 17-0 lead.
I know. Oh,
So it should have been 3 times, but we only.
Yes.
Mhm.
So anyway, tell us a little bit more about you.
Yeah, well, been covering the Falcons since 04. The 04 season, picked them up in the playoffs. The year that they went to that was another year they could have went to the Super Bowl. They went to Philadelphia in the championship game, and Michael Vick, didn't seem like he wanted to play in the cold weather that day. Threw it into threw Algie Crumpler into Brian Dawkins, and so I've been covering the team since then. And the Reverend's back.
Hey, we had a little technical difficulties here. I was not reading. One thing that I understand that reading is fundamental. And when the banner flashes up saying low power, low battery, you need to heed that. And right there, my phone said, "See ya." So we thank you guys for being so professional, for keeping us here online here as we continue to broadcast. Yeah. So it's just now I want to kind of catch up, kind of what you guys were talking about when I disappeared off the screen.
Yeah, we were just talking about Lady E being a Falcon fan and how she wants to get a Super Bowl here, and then we started talking about how long I've been covering the team and so forth.
And you can see D-Led, I mean, she got the full gear on.
Yes.
Make sure.
Yeah, I was just saying we just need a ring. We've been to the Super Bowl. We need a ring. That's all I want. Just one.
Yeah, I think D-Led, the pieces are in place for this Falcons team. Obviously need the pieces, but at least with the coaching staff, the ability to now have an identity. It does appear now the Falcons do have, for the first time in a long time, this identity. We're going to ground and pound and run the ball at you. Outside of the defense, D-Led, what do you think? Or is it the defense? What do you think are the 1 or 2 missing pieces that the Falcons need to say, okay, now this will get us over the hump and actually get us at least deep into the playoffs?
The offensive and defensive lines, you gotta, they're more than 1 or 2 pieces away, but you gotta be able to go beat people up, Reverend. You gotta be able to take the fight to them and push them around, and at that point, don't matter what kind of plays you're running or calling. So, they are running the ball great. Now they got to put the passing game together, and then on the defensive side of the ball, you can't. Let people run the ball down your throat. And, you got to stop the run first. So you need some big, beefy guys up front that aren't going to get pushed around, and it'd be nice to see him in the backfield in the quarterback's face when he's throwing the ball. So it's real simple. If I was running a team, I'd take 10 linemen and I'd try to sign everyone in free agency. And then when we get to camp, may the best lineman win. I'm going to have like 2 sets of them too. So if somebody gets hurt, it's not going to be a drop off. And I'll get in the I formation and run down your throat if I got to. But I want a team that's going to go out there and push some people around and hit them in the face. And then the quarterback, I want to see him on the ground. I don't want to see no running back skipping up my sideline. So I'm gonna do those 2 things, and we can worry about whatever scheme and all that. It's not that complex. But when you play my team, you're gonna be in for a big fight.
D-Led, you sound like the Lord telling Noah's instruction on the ark. You said, "Hey, I need 2 of everything." So you said you want 2 of everything.
I want 2 of everything. That's it. I'm the Noah's Ark football program.
That's it, bro. It's like, hey, that's all we need right there. But look, D-Led, how we do this? We all want to make sure that we can let people know how they can find out more about you. So we're going to get transitioned here, and D. Orlando Ledbetter, as we always do, we're going to make sure that the floor is yours. Let me make sure I got your banner up here before we do it. Okay, D. Orlando Ledbetter, the floor is yours.
Yes, Reverend. Thanks for having me on Real Talk Sports. You can follow our coverage on AJC.com. My Twitter feed is at DOrlandoAJC, and on the gram at DOrlandoLed. Our Facebook page is Atlanta Falcons News Now. We're getting ready to be real busy here during the free agency period, which is set to start on Monday. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, sir. D-Led. Until the next time, God bless, man, and we'll see you again real soon. All right, guys, that was Dio Ledbetter. We're going to wrap it up here. For those of you who are listening on WIGO 1570, we've got to go. We appreciate you for tuning in. Remember, God bless you and have a great rest of the day. For those of you on social media, hang tight. We're going to try to bring on the CEO of Be Merry in just a moment. Lady E, so long. All right, guys, we're going to try to get our CEO of Be Merry. We're going to try to see if we can grab her. I saw her running by, so we're going to try to see if we can bring her on to the broadcast. So see if we can get her here to come on here with us. Let's see. Is she there? All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break here before we wrap up and head back to our place of employment, which is Allen Vigil Ford. They're also our key sponsor. So there it is right there. They do a high school football game of the week for us. But remember, if you want to find out more about Allen Vigil Ford, check them out online, allenvigilford.net. allenvigilford.net. You also can find us by giving me a call, 678-364-3979. Okay, guys, keep it locked right here. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll try to get the CEO before we leave, and she can tell us what's going on right here at Be Merry Event Center. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the CEO of Be Merry Event Center.
Did you know that Allen Vigil Ford in Morrow, Georgia also has Lincoln? Over 35 years of using the Vigil Touch to provide excellent customer service, works hand in hand with the Lincoln Motor Company to provide a luxurious and seamless way to acquire your next luxury vehicle. Lincoln has an array of full-service complimentary owner benefits. These benefits include hospitality partnerships, service pickup and delivery, all which can be accessed through the Lincoln Way app. You can even contact the 24/7 concierge to have someone assist you. Come and see our great inventory of new and pre-owned Lincolns today. Call 678-364-7345 to make an appointment with one of our brand champions or shop 24/7 online at allenvigillincoln.net.
All right, guys, we're wrapping up here at Be Merry Event Center. As you can see, I'm making my way towards the CEO's office. I'm going to see if I can grab her. Sometimes you have to bring the Mount Muhammad. Someone knock on the door.
Hey.
Okay, you can hear her. I'm in front of her office. Let's see if she's going to come out now before we go. Here's the office of Be Merry. So we're waiting outside. She might be too busy to come out and join us, guys. But anyway, check us out. Come on down. At the address of Be Merry Event Center is 106 North McDonough Street in the city of Jonesboro, Georgia. Remember, they're having the Women's History event here right now from 11 to 2 p.m. Again, now here's this lady here behind us. She's going to come in. Watch this. See this beautiful lady? She's coming closer. Now, we couldn't get the CEO, but this young lady's going to introduce herself to you right now. Go ahead, please.
Hello, my name is Mary Anna. Hi, nice to meet everybody.
I see. Without this lady, the CEO wouldn't exist. I'm just saying. She's the one. She's the original, right there. Well, listen. How exciting is it to have this Women's History Month event right here at Be Merry's?
You know what? I think it is absolutely fabulous to have it here because this business was created by a woman, and everyone that assists her in getting this business going mostly were women. And we're always doing women things here. So this is a good place to host this event. And I'm just proud and happy that it's being held here today.
See, I couldn't get the CEO. I forget the CEO's mom. That's the next best thing. I'm just saying. All right. So anyway, guys, listen, we got to go. I got to head back to Allen Vigil Ford in Lincoln. Remember, guys, check us out online, allenvigilford.net. Follow me on social media at Real Talk 7. Until the next time we see you again, guys, God bless you and have a wonderful rest of your day. So long.